everyone. So we're looking at Taurus rising for the month of June. Now, if you see the asterisks on the screen, they are representing various planets. Until I can figure out how to put symbols on this chart, planetary symbols, because this is a chart that I created myself, so I haven't figured out how to draw the symbols on there, legible symbols anyway. So the asterisks are representing the planets. So let's get right into it. So on the 31st, we have a great trine. We have Mars in a trine to Neptune. So on this chart, the green asterisk is representing Mars and the blue asterisk is representing Neptune. So this is going to be a great day to be with friends and just overall enjoy yourself. Okay. It's going to be a great day to spend with friends and also with your siblings and your close neighbors. Okay. Now, let's move on to the third because we have another trine. We have the sun in Gemini. So this green asterisk is representing the sun. We have the sun in Gemini in a trine to Saturn in Aquarius. The blue asterisk is representing Saturn in this example. So this is a great day related to your public image, related to your career. You are going to come up with new ideas or actually rational ideas on how to increase your money through your public image or through your career. So that's going to be a great day for a lot of Taurus rising. Now, on the same day, we have another trine. We have Venus in Cancer. Let's move the asterisk back to Cancer. We have Venus in Cancer in a trine to Jupiter in Pisces. So Jupiter is expanding your friendships. Jupiter is expanding how you network. And then we have Venus in the area of your life dealing with communications, sweetening up how you communicate to people. Okay, this is going to be a great day for every sign to go on a date. And for Taurus rising, this is a great day for you to go on a double date with your friends. Okay, so the energy of when Venus is in a trine to Jupiter is one of love and compassion. So it's a great date night for a lot of people. Now let's move on to the 5th. On the 5th, we have Mercury in Gemini. So let's move the asterisk to Gemini. Mercury in Gemini is going to be in a square to Neptune in Pisces. So the blue asterisk is going to represent Neptune. So there is going to be a challenge between how you think about your money and how you actually have ideas about what you should do with your money. So this is saying that your friends are going to have different ideas from yours related to money. Okay, so just remember that there could be a challenge that comes up, sort of like a disagreement between your friends and yourself related to money. And it could also be related to how you spend your money on networking as well. Now, on the same day, we have Mars in a trine to Pluto. So let's move Mars over here. Mars is in Cancer at this point in the month. And then we have Pluto in Capricorn, and they are going to be in an opposition. So when Mars is in an opposition to Pluto, it represents an uphill battle. So for you, there's going to be a butting of heads related to how you communicate and your higher education, because Pluto and Capricorn is in the area of your life that can deal with legal matters. It can deal with long distance travel. It can deal with broadcasting, various things. So there's going to be a butting of heads related to those areas in your life. The areas that you see, the asterisks, there's going to be sort of like a tug of war going on. Okay, it could be you might not know how to communicate that you want to go back to school, or you don't know how to communicate that you want to stop going to school for your higher education. There could be something that happens in those areas for you that represents an uphill battle. So just watch out for that. This is for Taurus rising. Now, let's move on to the week of June 6th. Let's just move the asterisks out for a minute. Let's just move them over here while we talk about the week of June 6th. So, the week of June 6th, we have the new moon in Gemini. It's going to be a new moon in Gemini on June 10th, and it is going to be a new moon in Gemini. Okay, now, not only is the new moon in Gemini, but we will also have Mercury, which is retrograde. We'll have Mercury in Gemini as well. And the new moon and Mercury are going to be in a square to Neptune. Okay, and so we can see here, Gemini is representing your money. And then we have Neptune over here representing your friends, networking, and technology. So there's going to be a challenge that comes up, and it will give you a wake up call related to your finances and your friends around that time. Okay, because the energy of when the moon and Mercury are in a square to Neptune, it acts as a wake up call for a lot of people. So wherever they are located in your chart, it represents where you might receive a wake up call around that time. So for Taurus rising, you might have a wake up call surrounding your money and your friendships around this new moon. Okay, now on the 11th, we have Mars moving into Leo. So Mars is moving into the area of your life that deals with your home and family. So you might see more action happening at home, more action related to your family situations once Mars moves into Leo. A lot of air signs and fire signs are so happy that Mars is moving into Leo. Okay, so let's move on to the next week. Let's move on to the week of June 13th. So we have a great sextile. We have Venus in Cancer. So let's move Venus over here to Cancer. We have Venus in Cancer in a sextile to Uranus in Taurus. So let's put the blue asterisk on Taurus, and we have the green asterisk on Cancer. So the green asterisk is representing Venus, and the blue asterisk is representing Uranus. So we have a great connection between how you communicate and your self-image. So this is a great time for you to change something about your self-image, basically. Okay, you will be communicating in a very exact manner. Okay, Venus is going to help you communicate in a loving way, and then Uranus is helping you to change something about yourself on that time, around that time. Now, on the same day, we have another square. We have the Sun in Gemini. So let's move the green asterisk to represent the Sun. We have the Sun in Gemini in a square to Neptune in Pisces. So the energy of when the Sun is in a square to Neptune, it is one where you will really make yourself stop fantasizing and stop putting on the colorful blindfolds. Okay, so for Taurus rising, this is happening in the area of your life dealing with your friends and your money. So it could come to a point where maybe you're constantly lending out money to a friend and they never pay you back. And this is going to be a time where you finally put your foot down and tell your friend, you know what? I have loaned you money and you haven't paid me back for the past 3 times, so I'm not doing it anymore. Okay, that is the energy of when the Sun is in a square to Neptune. The Sun is shedding light on fantasies. And being that they're in a square, the Sun is saying to Neptune, you know what? I'm tired of all of these lies and fantasies that you're bringing about. So this is going to be a time where you stop fantasizing and you start taking business and you start taking initiative around that time. Now, on the 14th, we have another square. We have Saturn in Aquarius. So let's move Saturn over here to Aquarius. Uh-oh. Okay, we'll move the green asterisk to Aquarius. And then we will move the blue asterisk to Taurus. So this is going to be a square that happens on the 14th. So this is going to be a day where the image you have of yourself is going to be in a challenging aspect to your actual public image. Okay? It's going to be in a challenging aspect to your career. So your self-image is going to be in a challenge to your career. Your self-image is going to be in a challenge to your public image. Okay? So let's look at the planets here. We have Uranus is in Taurus. Uranus deals with surprise. Uranus is a planet of surprises. So there's going to be something that you want to change about yourself, but Saturn is going to be there pointing the finger saying to you, you know what? You know that goes against your public image. If you do that, if you walk out with blue spiky hair, that might not look so good on your public image, or that might not help you advance in your career. So that is Saturn speaking. And remember, Saturn is in Aquarius at this point. So Saturn is representing the green asterisk. And so Saturn wants to do everything right. And Saturn is in the area of your life dealing with your public image in your career. Meanwhile, Uranus is over there in your first house, your house of your self-image, and Uranus wants to change some things, okay? Another explanation of when Saturn is in a square to Uranus, it represents the old in a challenge to the new. So you in house 1, which is represented by the blue asterisk, you want to do something new, fun, and exciting, okay? Because you have Uranus there in your first house. Meanwhile, Saturn is in your career area saying, look, let's do everything by the book so that we can get ahead. So there's going to be a challenge there. And that is on the 14th, around the 14th. Also, I always say in astrology, don't get caught up on exact dates, because you can very well start feeling the energy of this aspect before the 14th. You can feel it before the 14th, you can feel it on the 14th, and you can even feel it after the 14th. So just know that around this time, you might have something that comes up related to your self-image and your public image. Now, let's move on to the week of June 20th. I'll move the asterisks to the side while I talk about some planetary movements going on. So, on the 20th, we have the sun moving into Cancer. So, happy birthday to all of our Cancer viewers as of the 20th. We also have Jupiter going retrograde, and it is the day of the summer solstice. That's all happening on the 20th. Okay. Now, on the 22nd, we have Mercury going direct. So that's like a big deal for a lot of people, Mercury going direct in Gemini. And then let's see what we have. Okay, so on the 23rd, we have a great aspect. We have the sun in Cancer. So let's move the asterisk to Cancer. We have the sun in Cancer, and it will be in a trine to Jupiter in Pisces. So when we have this aspect, when the sun is in a trine to Jupiter, it is going to be a time of optimism, a time of joy. So we have the sun in your communications area, and it's in a nice aspect to your friends, networking, and technology. So that's overall going to be a very optimistic day for you. It's a great day for you to hang out with your friends. It's a great day for you to network as well, Taurus. Okay. So that's the 23rd. Now, also on the 23rd, we have an opposition. We have Venus in Cancer. So the green asterisk is representing Venus. And then we have Pluto in Capricorn. So we have Venus in an opposition to Pluto on the 23rd as well. Okay, this is a day where you might have some hidden resentment built up. So in relation to the areas you see here that the asterisks are representing, you might have sort of like a butting of heads. You might resent the way you have to communicate about your travels. You might resent having to communicate something about your legal matters. So just watch out for something like that happening around the 23rd. Now, let's talk about the last week in June, because we have Venus joining Mars in Leo. Let me move them out of the way first, these asterisks. We have Venus joining Mars in Leo in your home and your family area. And then on July 1st, we have another opposition. We have Mars in Leo. So let's move this over here to represent Mars. Mars in Leo. And it's going to be in an opposition to Saturn in Aquarius. So you're going to have a butting of heads related to your home and your career. And again, one of the best examples I give is that you might be spending too much time at work and your family will resent it, or you might take some days off from work and your coworkers will resent that. Okay? Because wherever Mars is, you will tend to want to have fun. So it's looking like a lot of Taurus rising people are going to want to spend more time at home. And you might try to find some way to take days off from work, and your coworkers might resent that. So just watch out for that around the 1st. Okay? And then we have another square. We have Mars in Leo in a square to Uranus in Taurus. So let's move Uranus over here to Taurus. Oh, sorry about that. All right, Uranus. Let's put Uranus. The blue asterisk is representing Uranus. So there's going to be a challenge between your self-image and your home and your family life. Okay, around July 3rd. Mars in Leo represents where you want to have fun, where you want to take action and just have fun. Uranus represents what you want to change. So there's going to be something you want to change about your self-image, about your outlook on life, and it's going to be in a challenge to what your family wants to do, or want, your family beliefs maybe. It'll be a challenge right there for you. So that's everything I have for you this month. Visit my website if you would like to book a private reading. You can also get daily screenshots on my website. Okay. And also like the video, subscribe to this channel, share out the video. I definitely appreciate it. And until next month, have a great month.